You know, I was talking to my neighbor Margaret the other day, and she said something that really stuck with me. She mentioned how getting up from her favorite armchair lately feels like she's hauling herself out of a sinking boat. That way, like your legs just aren't what they used to be. Maybe you've noticed it's harder to keep up with the grandkids, or that walking to the mailbox leaves you winded. Well, here's the thing. Those legs of yours, they're your ticket to staying independent, active, and living life on your terms. And the good news is, what you put on your plate can make all the difference. Today, we're diving into 6 simple, delicious foods that can help keep your legs strong and steady for years to come. No complicated recipes, no fancy supplements, just real food you can find at any grocery store. And trust me, these aren't just good for you. They're downright tasty. Let's start with the first one. Breakfast staple you probably already love. Now, I know what you're thinking. Aren't eggs bad for cholesterol? Well, here's the scoop. Most of us can enjoy an egg or two a day without worry, especially if we're pairing them with veggies. Eggs are packed with high-quality protein, and they've got this little known nutrient called leucine. Think of it like a spark plug for your muscles. It tells your body, hey, let's build some strength here. And strong muscles mean strong legs. My trick? Whip up a veggie omelet with spinach and mushrooms. It's quick filling and gives your legs the fuel they need to keep you moving. Now, let's talk about something that grows right in the ground. Leafy greens. Kale, spinach, collards, whatever. Makes your taste buds happy. These greens are loaded with magnesium and potassium. Magnesium's like a natural relaxant for your muscles. It helps prevent those pesky cramps that can sneak up on you. And potassium, it's your secret weapon against leg weakness. Think of it as the conductor of your body's fluid orchestra, making sure everything flows smoothly so your legs don't feel heavy or tired. Don't love salads? No problem. Toss a handful of spinach into a soup, stir fry, or even a smoothie. You won't even taste it, but your legs will thank you. Now, here's one that's as sweet as it is good for you. Sweet potatoes. That gorgeous orange color, that's beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A and vitamin ESN just for your eyes. It helps repair tissues and keeps your muscles healthy. Plus, sweet potatoes are loaded with fiber, which keeps your digestion humming along. When your gut's happy, your whole body has more energy to stay active. My favorite way to enjoy them, roasted with a sprinkle of cinnamon. It's like dessert, but with a side of leg strength. Now, these 3 foods are just the beginning. Imagine combining them into a single meal. A veggie omelette with a side of sautéed greens and a roasted sweet potato. Delicious, right? And every bite is a step toward keeping you on your feet, gardening, traveling, or dancing at your next family wedding. But here's the best part. We've only scratched the surface. There are 3 more foods I'm excited to share with you that can take your leg strength to the next level. So stay with me, because what's coming up next might just become your new grocery list favorites. Now, I want you to imagine something with me for a second. Picture your legs like a pair of trusty old trees, strong roots, steady branches, able to weather any storm. But even the mightiest trees need the right soil to thrive. That's where these next 3 foods come in. They're like sunshine and rain for your muscles, keeping you rooted in strength and flexibility. Let's start with one you might already have in your fridge. Greek yogurt. Now, I'm not talking about the sugary, flavored kinds. Those are more dessert than health food. Plain Greek yogurt, though, it's a powerhouse. It's got double the protein of regular yogurt, and protein is the building block of muscle. But here's the kicker. It's also packed with probiotics. You might be thinking, what do gut bugs have to do with my legs? Well, a healthy gut helps your body absorb all those good nutrients from the other foods we're talking about. It's like having a top-notch team behind the scenes, making sure every bite counts. My friend Ed swears by his morning parfait. Greek yogurt, a drizzle of honey, and a handful of blueberries. Says it keeps him nimble enough to beat his grandkids at checkers. And he's not lying. Next up, let's head to the seafood counter. I know, fish can be a little divisive, but stick with me here. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines are loaded with omega-3s. These are the good fats that act like oil for creaky joints. Omega-3s fight inflammation, which is often the sneaky culprit behind that stiffness when you stand up after sitting a while. And here's a pro tip. Canned salmon is just as good as the fresh stuff, and it's easier on the wallet. Mix it into a patty with some oats and herbs, pan fry it, and you've got a burger that's as kind to your legs as it is to your taste buds. Now, let's talk about a food so simple you might be underestimating it. Nuts and seeds. Walnuts, almonds, chia seeds, flax seeds, you name it. These little guys are like nature's multivitamin. They're rich in magnesium, which we've already chatted about, but they've also got healthy fats and fiber. And here's the best part. They're ridiculously easy to add to your day. Sprinkle them on oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or just keep a small jar of mixed nuts by your reading chair for a quick snack. My cousin Rita carries a little bag of almonds in her purse everywhere she goes. Them her leg insurance policy, and at 78, she's still taking Zumba classes twice a week. But let's get real for a minute. Life gets busy, even when you're retired. Might be you're thinking, how am I supposed to remember all this? Start small. Pick one food this week. Maybe swap your usual snack for a handful of nuts, or try adding spinach to your eggs. Progress, not perfection, right? The goal here isn't to overhaul your life overnight. It's to make choices that add up, like coins in a piggy bank. Until one day you realize, hey, I can still bend down to tie my shoes without holding on to the counter. And that's the beauty of it. Every bite is a chance to invest in yourself, to keep doing the things you love, whether that's tending your garden, traveling to see old friends, or just enjoying a sunset stroll without worry. Now, we've covered 3 more foods today, but we're not done yet. There's one last group I'm especially excited about. Foods that not only strengthen your legs, but also bring a little joy to your plate. Think of them as the cherry on top of everything we've shared so far. You know, when I first started learning about these foods, I'll admit, I felt a little overwhelmed. 6 different things to remember, but then it hit me. This isn't about rigid rules or counting every bite. It's about filling your plate with color, flavor, and joy. Because staying strong isn't just about muscles. It's about savoring the little moments. Like bending down to pet your dog or carrying a grandbaby without worrying you'll wobble. And every single food we've talked about, they're all pieces of the same puzzle, keeping you doing what you love for as long as you love doing it. Let's take a breath and remember, these aren't health foods. They're life foods. Think about eggs in the morning, a handful of nuts at noon, a piece of salmon at dinner. It doesn't have to be perfect. Last Tuesday, I had a sweet potato with leftover chili for lunch. Took me 5 minutes, and I still got all that muscle-loving vitamin. The point is doable. And when you pair these foods together, that's where the magic happens. Imagine a plate with grilled salmon, a sweet potato mash, and a big handful of garlicky spinach. You're not just eating dinner, you're giving your legs a standing ovation with every bite. My friend Clara, she's 72 and hikes every weekend, calls this her leg love menu. She says it's not about adding years to her life, but life to her years, and that's what I want for you. Maybe hiking isn't your thing, but imagine tending your roses without knee pain, or walking through the airport without needing a wheelchair. That's freedom. That's independence. And it starts right here, in your kitchen. Now, I won't pretend it's always easy. Some days, you might reach for frozen pizza instead of frozen fish. And that's okay. This isn't about guilt. It's about grace. Just aim for most days. Keep a bag of frozen spinach in the freezer for lazy nights. Stock up on canned salmon when it's on sale. Little choices, like swapping chips for almonds while you watch the theater. Evening news add up faster than you think. And here's the best part. You're not alone in this. Share what you're doing. Tell your bridge club about the Greek yogurt trick, or swap sweet potato recipes with your grandson. Heck, leave a comment below and tell me which food you're excited to try. We're all in this together, learning as we go. Before I let you go, I want you to promise me one thing. Tonight, when you're sitting in your favorite chair, take a second to thank those legs of yours that carried you through decades of memories. First steps, dance floors, quiet walks under autumn trees deserve a little love. And with these 6 foods, you're not just feeding your body, you're honoring the life you've built and the adventures still ahead. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this resonated with you, pass it on to a friend who might need it. Hit that like button if you're ready to give your legs the love they deserve. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on living boldly, freely, and fully, no matter the number on your birthday cake. Until next time, keep shining. Your best years aren't behind you. They're right under your feet.